Boys and girls, here are the answers to 4, 5, and 6 from the quiz. Alright, so number 4. We're going to use, you guys didn't know elimination yet, so we're going to go substitution. They're both solved for the variables. So we're going to go with the top one and notice that another name for y is 2x minus 2. So in the other equation, instead of y, I'm going to write 2x minus 2. So 2x minus 2 is equal to x plus 2. I just substituted it in that equation. And then from here, we're just going to solve it like we would in the first week of school. 2x minus x, that cancels out, and this becomes x minus 2 equals 2. Add 2 to both sides, and you get x is equal to 4. Now, once I get x equals 4, I'm going to go into one of my equations. I'm going to choose that one. And instead of y equals x plus 2, I now know that x is 4. So 4 plus 2 is equal to y, when I could easily solve that and get y equals 6. So our answer is 4, 6. And again, please pause that if you need to. Next problem is number 5. Number 5, again, we're going to use substitution. It really actually doesn't matter which equation you solve for x. I'm going to just go ahead and do the first one over here. And I'm going to make that, I'm going to add 3y to both sides, which will get me x equals 3y minus 24. Okay. Now, in the next equation, anytime I see an x, which I do right here, I can put in 3y minus 24. So that's what I'm going to do. 3y minus 24, plus 6y is equal to 18, which is just this equation substituted in for x. So now I could combine 3y and positive 6y to get 9y minus 24 is equal to 18. And I'm going to end up with 9y is equal to 9y equals 42. Now, I divide both sides by 9. And now I have an improper fraction. Now, 42 divided by 9 does not go in evenly. So I can leave y as the fraction, 42 over 9. But since both numbers are divisible by 3, I can reduce this. If I divide by 3 to each one, you end up with 14 over 3. So my y is 14 over 3, which is the same as 4 2/3 or 4.6 repeating. Now, any of those answers would be fine. But when I go to plug it back into my equation, I don't want to use a rounded decimal, so I'm going to use 14/3. I'm going to plug it right back into this equation. So instead of x equals 3y, I'm going to say x equals 3 times 14 over 3 minus 24. Now, multiplying 3 times 14 over 3 is pretty easy because the 3's cross out diagonally and you're left with 14 minus 24, which gets you your answer for x, negative 10. So our answer is, this is our y, and this is our x. But remember, any of these would have been fine when you wrote it for y. All right, number 6. Number 6, again, I'm going to go ahead and solve this one for this x because there's no number on it. So this one will become, when I subtract 3y on both sides, you end up with x equals 7 minus 3y. Now again, guys, remember, you can use elimination on the test or on any quiz. This is just, we hadn't known elimination at this point. So now I have 7 minus 3y. I'm going to go ahead and substitute that in for x in the other equation. So instead of 2 times x, I have 2 times 7 minus 3y minus 4y is equal to negative 6. I'm going to solve this now. So the first thing we always have to do is distribute to simplify. 14 minus 6y minus 4y is equal to negative 6. I'm going to combine a negative 6y and a negative 4y. I'm going to do this right down here to be negative 10y plus 14, because it's a positive 14, is equal to negative 6. Subtract 14 on both sides to move it to the other side, and you're left with negative 10y equals negative 20. divide everything by negative 10, you end up with y equals positive 2. Once I get y equals positive 2, I'm going to plug it back in my equation. So negative 3 times 2 is negative 6, so 7 minus 6 is 1. So my final answer would be x is 1, y is 2. Okay, again, that's a little messy, but you should be working vertically. I just didn't have any room on the board. So, hope that helps.